there. Yep, and I think I was complaining about it before, like, oh, the summer event. But they're making the event like this. It's my only problem. It wasn't like last time where we just go to the beach area and you just chill over there. I guess this is like their new way of doing events now. Oh, never mind. What the heck? Oh, there's something to claim. Still nothing here. Yeah, yesterday as I was doing the 1.4 story for Arknight's Enfield, since that just came out, I was trying to just do the whole story in like one sitting, and it takes about, with this the 1.4 story, like pretty much, I wouldn't say the conclusion of the Wuling area, still have a lot more, but it was pretty substantial, this the quest, or the main story quest, just the main story. I bet if I went quicker, it would have been about 4.5 hours. I said 4.5, 4.5 hours. But I think I did it within 5. But once I put up part two got kind of messed up and corrupted in certain areas. So, and it started glitching out really bad in the walking or the gameplay section. Really, pretty much like where I have the actual characters fighting and whatnot. So I had to like cut all that out. So, and plus it didn't help where when I was apparently OBS, if there's like too much of a load on OBS, sometimes it'll do a, like when you try to stop the stream, it's like, oh, stopping stream, and it just means like, yeah, your stream's fucked. So yeah, that happened. So I had to like edit the stream video. So hopefully, at least I edited to make it look like presentable. Like a lot of the like me walking around and all that, that's been cut out, so it's a lot faster. But at least we can see the story. Yeah, that was like the biggest thing, and I was heated last night after it, because I thought that, because usually the story mission is like about an hour. It was 5, so I was like, oh shit, it's kind of taking a while. Then right when I try to stop the, oh, did I do this? Whatever. Third time won't hurt. Yeah, right when I would try to stop the video is when that happened. So I was like, and it only like caught half of it, and the rest of it was like kind of messed up. So I had to like chop the video up. The first half is not chopped. The second one's going to be kind of chopped to pieces. Then I was thinking about maybe later on today doing these side stories. Or side quests. We'll see how that one pans out. Honestly, I feel that the game was more optimized earlier. I think the other... Oh, I think the NPC characters weren't even like... Yeah. They didn't do anything because they didn't fully appear or materialize. I've been having a lot of that. I'm not sure it was just I know my PC is older, but it feels like a lot of these games, like especially this game, I'm not getting a new PC for this fucking game. Yeah, it seems like sometimes when they do updates, they just don't optimize it or optimize it for like the high-end things. Like, dude, anyone with a high-end PC is not going to be like, I need to run Blue particle at the highest spec. It's like this, and that game is not for them. I think a lot of people actually play this game through mobile. Probably the proper way to play it. That's why the a lot of the raids and stuff aren't that difficult. But I don't feel like doing anything like that. I just use this as a gateway to be yapping. Hmm? Suspicious fish. Okay. Keep an eye on that. Get here. Man, today is on a little bit later than the usual, but I think it's fine. It wasn't egregiously late like before. Oh, and more info about the was a cyclosporin paras parasite, or either way, that illness that's going around where it's on a lot of vegetables, especially like leafy green vegetables and like raspberries and berries and pretty much like fruits and vegetables, right? So if you are a person that's really into salads, a thing, and you're in the middle of America, like in those states, shy away from that. And if you do use vegetables, make sure you cook the hell out of it. Because even washing it, the outer layer of the thing is so strong that it simply washing it doesn't do too much. So I wouldn't risk it for like at least 2 weeks. And I might say if I was you, just to be safe, do it for a month, and then you'd be safe. Also, though, don't trust other fast food places like, for example, Taco Bell, because apparently they found was it some traces that they may have led back to Taco Bell, and I was like, oh, that could be why by the earlier cases of this and why it spread so fast is because people had it because I think they say that symptoms will show up within 1 or 2 weeks. So think of it: you eat at Taco Bell, either it happens like you have explosive diarrhea then, or in 2 weeks you're not gonna think like, the thing that caused it was Taco. Or you might think Taco Bell, but you're not gonna think the lettuce they used in the Taco Bell is what caused it, or the cilantro or anything like that. You're not gonna think that. You're just gonna be like, this is a typical Taco Bell experience. And I think that's why it spread as far as it did, because people didn't realize it was the vegetable in where the pretty much like bagged vegetables, right? Like pre-cut bagged vegetables is what they were saying that it had traces of that in it. But even with like it was iceberg lettuce, right? I say if you really want to use that, take off the first few layers and then make sure you thoroughly wash like the inner layers. If it was me, I would just say shy away from it for like, you know, 2 weeks. Yeah, there was like a case like this like so many years ago about like it was over here where close to where I lived, where I know people were getting it. I mean, I think I got it at one point. So I just don't know if it was the same illness though. That's the only thing that's different. Yeah. And in the Little Nightmare streams where we teach you about the new pandemic or the new health issues and crisis that we have over here. And over here in Noodle Nightmares, we care about stuff like that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the latest news. And I think another friend was like talking about like Taco Bell. I was like, he's like, oh yeah, there's a meme going around where it's like the moment when I try to start eating healthy was it then this kind of stuff happens. I'm like, yeah, you gotta go back to the Oreos again. Oreos would never betray you like this. Okay, got this. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. It's gonna. Okay, I think we're good now. We're good now. I should talk now. I had to lock in a little bit. I was starting to get worried, like behind me. I was like, maybe was it they were the robots were like disappearing, that I'll be in trouble. And now I'm actually kind of worried about when I use OBS. Like, I've never actually streaming shit is not bad. It's when I do recording is when there's a possibility that it might do the stopping stream or stopping recording and just, which means it's like locked into doing nothing. And depending on how I forcibly turn it off, it might just corrupt the whole file. At least this time it didn't fully corrupt it though. That was my only saving grace. Ain't that something? Right? Not having it fully corrupt. Only halfway. Yeah, I don't think it corrupted the first 2 or 3 hours, I believe. But the rest, though, yeah, not have to be more mindful with that. And it feels like that game's also being like, kind of as time goes on, it's not being fully optimized. So like I had to get like my settings and like drop down some of my settings to make it where like it's not as laggy. It's only in like actually today was the worst. Where like at one point it was lagging so bad as I got on a I was gonna call it a clothesline, but that's not it. A zip line. Oh, I got on a zip line, and then since the zip line was going at the normal speed, it didn't even load in a lot of the surroundings around me, and that's like the first time it ever did that. So to me, I think it's just like this patch is the one that kind of did that. Hopefully they optimize it later on. They do like a maintenance with it. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing with like Blue Protocol. Like season 1 or 0 and season 1 didn't have too many problems. Season 2, then season 3 is one like it actually froze a few times. Yeah, I think yesterday it's like I actually got burnt over here. Yeah, yesterday, where I wasn't paying attention, and if you move even after you successfully beat the commission, it will still hurt you, and for a lot of damage too. One of these days, I actually need to like invest in getting better healing items. I did right now. I have like the basic ones that they gave you right when you first started playing the game. The only reason why I haven't used that is like, you know what? If something is that strong to kill me, I don't think that no matter how much I heal, I think I'm gonna die anyway. So I'm like a glass cannon DPS, or I act like one. I think over here, I need to go do some light skill stuff. Oh, and also in next, yeah, not next week, maybe the week after, the news about the new job class for Final Fantasy 14 is coming out. Isn't I think they'll show the tank class first and the DPS later on. Your DPS are one of the classes they're showing in the 20 something. Then the next one they're going to show in October during Tokyo Game Show. I'm excited for that. If travel in America wasn't so absolutely like off right now, especially during the World Cup and all that, I would definitely want to go to a fan fest, a Final Fantasy 14 fan fest. It takes place in California, I think, and Anaheim or something. So yeah, I would definitely love to go to one. But I know that's not to be for quite a few years though. Or do they have it? I don't think they have. Do they have it every year? I know they do it right before like a big expansion. But yeah, I think the next one, I'm gonna go. You know what? Instead of going to the one in California, at that time, if that's the case, I could just say screw it and just go to the one in Japan. I mean, I wanted to go there, you know. Actually, you know what? That actually might be perfect. I think I'm gonna probably do that for the next fan fest, and not this one coming up this October, but the after the expansion drops and the next expansion comes out. That one is when I'll go to Japan or actually go to Tokyo Game Show. Yeah, I gotta do some research to figure out how everything works in Tokyo Game Show, even though I had tickets a long time ago, but I refused it because I was like, that's nerdy. God, I should go back in time and punch myself. Why'd I even say no to that? There's a few times where people gave me like tickets to like Tokyo Game Show or this one other like, not really Comic-Con, but like something kind of similar. And I just didn't, I refused to go. I was like, that's nerdy shit. How absolutely dumb of me. Said before I held was I tried to do it was like back in the day where like, you know, you had to hide your power level and not talk about like, oh yeah, like I like watch shows or whatever stuff. Like I was really, of course I was like robot stuff. Like this one series that's gonna be coming or remaking now. It's called like some Magical Knights Ray Earth or something like that. It's like a red robot. 3 girls riding a robot. One's red, one's blue, one's green. I thought the robot designs were really cool. And it was like very straightforward. Like the red girl with the red hair used the red robot. She uses fire. Stuff like that, right? So for back when I was like really little, I thought that was like, oh, it makes sense. Like I like, you know, it was like a way to easily understand what each robot does, right? I think it's harder to do it in today's times because people, they want more like, I want to say substance, but they want more like something else. Like you want to have like deeper meanings of your shows. But I'm not sure if that's really required. Some people like they want deep, like a show with like really deep meanings and whatnot. But then you list or look at what they write in the forums and stuff, like for like Jujutsu Kaisen, and then you're like, but you can't read, so why do you want like deep stories and whatnot? And you can't even read, right? You can't even like understand like the things at face value. So yeah, sometimes, but I think just in general, a lot of robot shows. uh, I think maybe it was a. Would I say? I want to say Gurren Lagann. I think Code Geass was after Gurren Lagann, right? I'm not sure what the last like real big like robot show, because they tried to do some other ones where like Captain Earth. It had a cool like transforming sequence, but everything else in the show is kind of like boring. I think there's a new robot show that kind of came out recently. I didn't even look at it. I was like, it's kind of weird. Um, I mean, Gundam is a robot show too, but oh, and also pretty soon this month we'll see what the new Gundam is. that's another little piece of news that's coming up. So we'll see what the new installment in the Gundam series is going to be. That's the end of the month. I think there's another like announcement that's coming out at the end of the month as well. Yeah, the end of the month is going to have a lot of good like announcements coming up. So for games and stuff, at the end, no, it's still July. It'll probably be August time where Japan does more, where they probably go a little bit harder because it's still like school time for them. So it'd be in August is when you probably see like more news about, and like different games and shows. Shows they've been kind of like putting out trailers of different shows. They're like, oh, is going to become an anime. This is going to become an anime. They've been doing that pretty consistently though. Pretty much, if you're like a person who reads a lot of manga and stuff, you start to see kind of like, let's say, when you read a news series, you kind of read it for like maybe like 4 or 5 chapters, and you just know like, oh yeah, this one will make a good anime. So they're probably gonna make this a anime kind of soon. And some of them you read like I don't think they'll make this into an anime, but if they're crazy, I guess, kind of thing. There's a few like that. Oh, you know what? I forgot, because of the new event. Usually now we know the new event places over here. Oh, I thought they'll have something over here. Okay. So they didn't have anything new over there. I should go take a look at this just to see what this is. Just to take a gander of what that is. Sometimes like they're the quests, like there's certain quests that has like nothing to do with the event that's going on, and you're like, oh, you had to do this quest. And I was like, I didn't know. Not like this game has a lot of like live streams. Like a lot of games where they new season coming up to get you hyped, they'll do a live stream and say, oh, these are the things we're adding. This game does none of that. Like if you look on their Steam page, that's when you just kind of see like, oh, these are the new events that they're kind of doing. I think that's the only way I find out about stuff. I know Enfield does a lot of live streams. I'm always a little worried for that game. I like it, but okay, we're not listening to your story. Browse. Oh yeah, browse. Okay. It doesn't have the most riveting story, so that's why I generally just kind of skip it. Am I getting more news? Mutant creature named Jimothy stalks Seattle, becomes local celebrity. Oh hell no. That looks like a damn skinwalker or something. I'm not messing with that. In Seattle? I guess I ain't going there for a little bit. Oh, technically I do have to regardless. See, we did that one quest. It took us here. Talking about fishes. No one would ever thought that was part of the probably the event quest, right? And see, it took us here. It pays sometimes to do quests, or was it, especially the new ones that pop up in the middle of the town. Sometimes it's just good to do them just to see where it takes you. If it's something dumb, then I just kind of like, don't do it. I probably skipped a lot of other quests because I thought it was not relevant to the event, and it probably was. Jimothy. Why are the people talking like that's a good thing? It's with a weird mutant thing running around, and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna call this Jimothy. Yeah, it's all fun again until Jimothy like gets a hankering for human flesh. It's all fun and games. That guy looks basic. Okay, let's see. So the wings supposed to be. Oh. Okay. Then from here we'll just teleport. Not teleporting would take a long time. Sometimes it takes so long regardless that I'm like, maybe I should have just hooked it. Used my Lamborghinis. My Chevrolets. That was me back in the day where I had like no cars. Like it's like, oh, you want to go to this one place? Like, I guess I'm walking there. I used to do that a lot to the point where like I was like so ripped just because like in the like humid sun and all that, I would just like I think daily. Hold on. We'll do that just to help move the quest along. But yeah, I used to like essentially like semi jog for like an hour one way. It'd be like more like 2 hours, but I think it wasn't quite, you know, that amount of time, so that's why. Okay, at least it went back to over here. Okay, now I do want to check the other places to make sure. I don't want to accidentally miss that part. Usually they have like a little event right here. Maybe I should just go investigate. Yeah, I should go investigate. No, yeah, and make sure as you want the government to come and get you, don't talk about what's it? Electric powered catapults. Don't do it, guys. The government will come after you. And not the catapults that, like, you know, the ones that are to like that help push the jets off of a carrier, that type. If you're wondering. Someone's gonna in the comments be like, oh, thanks for elaborating. You're welcome. I got you. I got you, homie. Yeah, there's no animal news today, though. That's the only thing that was kind of sad. We did, I mean, technically, whatever that parasite is, an animal, I guess, so. But technically, we had semi-animal news. So, yeah. Nothing else, like, too exciting besides that. Oh, yeah, I need to actually call him, or text my other friend, because I know where he lives, there it has been a lot of flooding where he lives. No, I know. Actually, I did send him something earlier. Never mind. I'm pretty sure I'm good. I'm so glad I'm on top of that. I'm on top of things. I remember one time we had a friend that he has to go surfing and stuff. So there was like this one like water warnings like that, like this typhoon, and we were worried. So then we're like, oh man, this one typhoon's coming in. So we were trying to contact them, but we couldn't. And then I think later on, he contacted like us and said, hey, are you guys okay and stuff? There's like, I think I heard there's a typhoon. I'm like, where the hell are you? He's like, I'm like, I'm at home. He's like, we all try to call you. He's like, huh? Then apparently he turned his notifications off. So he woke up, saw the news, heard about this like typhoon that was coming, and got worried about us and like tried to like text us instead. Even though we were the ones that were texting him like all morning. He woke up like late in the evening because he was surfing the previous day. This is in Guam. I think it was like he ended up going to like Hawaii, which is funny because I ended up going to Hawaii afterwards, and he was also over there. I was like, but he goes where he's like, as he says, where the waves take him. So I never asked him what he does for a living. He's one of those people that he's like somehow like he does these things and you're like, what do you do for it? You know what? I don't need to know. First of all, I don't need to know, especially if it's like something like, oh yeah, I sell organs. Whose organs? Who? What can I say? Okay, but with that, actually, let me. Maybe the vent didn't. Oh no, what is this over here? Oh, claim. Cool. Because usually, like, they give you so many things for the events that I thought the event already started, but it feels like it didn't yet. Huh. But either way, I thought they'll be doing more stuff like with other events down here, but this is a beach area, but haven't really done anything with that. Okay. I thought I messed up my controller's cord. It was fine. Don't worry. And with that, everyone, hope you guys have a good one. Today we talked just now about the dangers of Taco Bell. Dangers of explosive diarrhea at Taco Bell. Which I think everyone's used to that. Oh yeah, and my it's a nightmare of editing the video that'll go up tomorrow from Enfield. It's pretty much just a no commentary story video, so you'll see that tomorrow. No gameplay because a lot of that got messed up, but at least we have enough of it, the cutscenes, so we'll have that somewhat semi. But yeah, with that, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely on the YouTube side, we need all the subscribers we could get on that side. And spread the word about the Noodle Nightmares. I'm pretty sure this weekend we'll try to do some either Mecha Chameleon or Sons of the Forest, something like that. So we have something like that planned. And so in that case, at least until tomorrow. So we'll see you later. Because we're on here every day doing yapping while playing Blue Protocol. So with that, guys, hope you guys have a good one. You take care. You stay safe out there. Don't get any of that explosive diarrhea. Then make sure you stay away from like salads for a few weeks. I think you'll probably be safer that way. So with that, you guys take care and you have a good one. Peace out.